Welcome back, fellow gamers and enthusiasts. I'm StormMoreno. Today we're back here in Doki Doki Literature Club. Previously, we were discussing on what we should do for the school event, which is interesting. So, we decided Natsuki, clearly. Anyways, it's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I kept telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. That's quite interesting. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Mason. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There is a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, haven't you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how do you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Yeah, that's what it's called, festival. I forgot what it was called. That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm going to help her on... I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Mason. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried at all about me. At all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't even have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So, tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. So it gives me an empty smile. You really put me on the spot. You really put me in a trap, Mason. But you're wrong. Nothing's happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Mason? Well, I guess I don't have a choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression all my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? As we established before, that doesn't always implicate that you're, depressed. Everyone hates school. Everyone hates school. Sometimes just people just stay up all night and they're like, oh shit. And they're like, oh fuck, I can't get up. That's me, I can't get up sometimes. Trying to make light of the situation. It ain't really working. Because most days I can't even find a good reason to get out of bed. What reasons is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? The worthless one is me. That's me. That is me, not you. Why go to school? It's the law. Why eat? It's good. Good food. Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. I was kind of like that, minus trying to make everyone happy. I just did not want to be bothered, by people. So, I was just like, don't talk to me. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Because you can hide shit so well. And if you don't look at the signs, then obviously you can't really tell. Plus, you should have known because of her fucking poems that she fucking wrote. That literally fucking spilled it out, but you're like, I don't understand this shit. Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? I mean, she wrote it in her poem. It's the closest thing, why? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you never told me about this? Maybe because of what she just said it. That she doesn't want people to give a damn about her. So why would she fucking tell you? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. That's also not a good thing to say in this situation, boy. Jeez, criminy. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Probably not a good thing to also say in this situation. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Mason. Yes, that is literally what I just said. It's not that easy. Me in game. If it was that easy, we wouldn't have all these problems in the world. That's why we need to learn about these problems and how to deal with these problems, because these are problems that are prominent in the world that needs to be dealt with swiftly and with haste. Probably the same, I don't know. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. What is important enough to not help you? That's the thing. But you don't say that to her. Keep that internal. You keep everything about caring about her internal until you help her to a point where she is not in this state anymore, and then you tell her, and then she's like, oh. Right? That, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't dealt with this situation. I just have these ideas, you know, to help. Obviously, tell somebody else, you know, tell a trained professional. You know, if you're in school, tell a counselor, tell somebody. At least someone that would care. Like, if your teacher hates you, then obviously don't tell your teacher. Tell one of the other teachers that like you, or just go to the counselor, because the counselor, that's their fucking job. And if they can't do their job, then, well, I don't know why they have that job. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Ahaha. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and getting closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So, that's why I've decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Ahaha. You're right that I don't understand. I kinda understand. I kinda don't understand, but I kinda understand. The mind is a fucked up thing sometimes. You know, obviously the worst nightmare of a person is usually in their mind. You know, their own imprisonment. Yeah, prison. Their own prison is their own mind. And you can't really escape your own mind that easily, especially if it's, you know, hormonal, which depression is caused by hormones, unbalance of them, which obviously you can't really do much about that without medicine. Antidepressants, yeah, that's what she needs. She needs some of that, also some counseling, and a lot of shit. Yes. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Mason. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped me is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. We want to talk about horrible people, let's talk about Stalin. Right? Stalin? I would probably make that joke. And I don't know if it would go over well, but I mean, it's true. Stalin is a really bad person. Was a really bad person. Yep. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. Not selfish. You're not selfish. Gosh damn it. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one of them. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Mason. Sayori, I don't care if you're selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Mason. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Mason, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. Well, at least you're trying. That's what you can probably say more than some people. You know, some people just like, well, fucking whatever. You know, just fuck it. I ain't dealing with this. At least you're trying. Obviously, there's a better approach. I don't even know that approach. Oh yeah. fellow counselor. I don't know. But all I want is for her to know that I care. That's the drawback. She doesn't want you to care. She knows that you care, but she doesn't want you to care. That's the thing. If you have to have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally pulls her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Mason. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary, too. There we go. I don't need this. Get back up there. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. Or would you like to spend it all with you? It's not. She doesn't want you to do this. Damn it. It's what I want. I promise. I think it would be nice, then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be where I have other plans. I don't know why you didn't go on Saturday, like... You know, if you actually cared... I guess you care. But, like, why didn't you do it on Saturday? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Maybe I should cancel. No, that's not what... That's not... No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I wouldn't forgive you. But... It's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if I would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about me. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Get her some help, damn it. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at my home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Is that a little cat? A little cat there? Gosh damn it. It's a fucking little cat. How to change moods instantly, just have a little cat and you're like, okay. What's up? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Like, we got a pink skirt. We got a little cat. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyways, I'm coming in. The transition was spot on. I see you brought a lot of stuff. And first off, what the fuck is this kitchen? This kitchen is more highly advanced than my kitchen. Alright, this is Japanese game. I like think about it. Like, what is this? What is this? I know there's like a special oven for fish, but I don't know which one is it. Is it this one? Or is it this one? Why do you have a fucking table in the dining room? I mean, in the kitchen. That's kind of... That's a fucking hazard right there, I tell you. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. Well, this kitchen is fucking extravagant. So if it isn't fucking with the right tools, then fuck. Brought everything I asked for. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Yes. Yes. Anyways, let's go to the kitchen. Aren't we already in the kitchen? What? You're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Mason? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki's hold out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. How big is this bag? Like 15 pounds? 20 pounds? Conversion. Kilograms. Yes. Right. So... 10 kilograms. Maybe. Maybe like less than that. I don't fucking know. Do I look like I know metric conversion to imperial conversion? I know only imperial, and I barely know imperial. Like if you tell me to look at something and measure it, well, not measure it, but like look at it and be like, how long do you think that is? I'm gonna be like, I don't fucking know. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I have always underestimated you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! Your size had nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Fucking... Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature or sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. You know, there's probably guys into many different body types. And it's probably guys that just don't give a shit. They'd just be lucky enough to get one. Like me. Like me. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. I'll just be like, are you implying something? Gross. Hey? Was that to me? Who else? Man. Let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Mason. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. What an interesting thing. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Doesn't look like a mess. Actually, it looks cleaner than my kitchen. Probably because there's fucking nothing on the counter. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid. Obviously, I'm just taking this out of context, but who says spilled fluid? Anyways, and plastic bags are strewn out every countertop. I wish I could see that, but I can't. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Mason, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That's why. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything with that? Anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into it at all. Can't you at least try to have some fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Last time you put food color in something. Alright, chemistry, someone puts food coloring in there, like something, and put it in a bag, and they touch it. The food coloring goes on their hand. And you're like, I think you added a little too much food coloring to that fucking thing if it goes through the fucking bag. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. See, you should follow the directions firsthand, and then once you master directions of baking, then you can, do what the fuck you want. It's a million times more worth it in the end. When you yawn. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you're just looking at it to make everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cap-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monica delightedly expressions. Oh, see, because she bears the cat symbol. She's from the cat family. The cat ions. The positive ions. Am I the only one that knows that? Ah! Wait. She's a cat ion, and she's positive. What? Am I negative? What the fuck am I talking about? I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using electric mixers for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk in a huge bowl for icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk for me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. Beat the devil out of it like Bob Ross. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross finger in my icing. You're icing it? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I mean, she did just fucking beat the shit out of it. I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I like to see you try. I press hard just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah, the force of Natsuki's pull, pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab the other one as well. This is an interesting pose. Interesting. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I didn't mean it. It's just fun to see you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. The fuck? Okay. I guess we could say this is different from Yuri. Actually, no. Well, yeah, because we just licked her finger. But this one had icing, so... Don't fucking lick people's fingers, okay? What? Did you just seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Mason? I fucking clicked on my webcam. Damn it. You really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. Oh yeah? You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn this quickly? Turn this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her small breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? I don't know, maybe you're just holding her down still? Maybe let go? Maybe? I just imagine like someone just like walking in and just like looking at this and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. I don't know how long they would have stayed there if the fire alarm didn't go off. That's a good question for another day. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. Why did we put a tray in the oven if it burns? What kind of tray is this? She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slips the cupcake tray into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells good. So good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. And soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She probably shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. Probably wouldn't be using it this time though. This time. What's this one for? What's this one for? I pick one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use the right stuff on the cake. Like happy birthday, or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it a little more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just get the icing. Let's do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before Natsuki quickly moves on. Oh yeah, because she called me cute. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts all of them side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they're all together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sarah is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, I would probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much as I can of it as I can. Obviously, we have the word need. Now, is this need like, just like, oh, I need it, or is this like something else? Like, this is actually something else. Are you getting fed enough, Natsuki? Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to get home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You shouldn't have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori can each carry some, then you probably can do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me anyways. Wait. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think about to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at this point it feels like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like that afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Clearly, yes. You fucking licked her finger. And she's like, shouldn't do that to girls that you do not like. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. Mason, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... The music stops, and she gets closer. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Setting inches from me, Natsuki looks up to me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. Oh, fuck. What is happening? You know, I wonder what is happening. That's the real question. What is happening? I don't think it takes a genius to know what's happening here. My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Hi, Mason. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Mason. I just stopped by to say hi. Well? You should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll see you, at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of my cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried to stay in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. But she saw that. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Mason? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is being split in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Mason. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica. Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Mason. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Mason, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I lay my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your feelings, I know what you need the most now, right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori? Well, since we're going with Natsuki, we don't want to lie. I mean, either way, it's not going to end better. We know this, so... You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. She's not gonna handle it well. Sarah forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about those stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I can get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right, that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Mason. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sarah looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if she's been doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sarah will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, this is the one Of all the days, I expected this one to be where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations of the event should be nearly completed. I managed to carry all of the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm. Hey. But I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way Natsuki is about this event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. Didn't you say you just wanted to spend time with Sayori? But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Mason! I like how there's absolutely no music. You're the first one here! Thanks for being early! That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They might be the ones she prepared that all the poems are performing. You know, I just realized that Yuri said that silence, uncomfortable silence, obviously is a foreshadowing of the events to fucking happen. And I see that now. I hear it now. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. Why Monica? Why the fuck do we care about Monica? So, that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You didn't think that on days this important she'll try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not really that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Mason. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Monica. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori tell her about that so quickly? And how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? No, not always. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones she practiced. It's one that I haven't read out before. So this one, just get out of my head. There's a percent. Get out of my head before I do before what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stopped moving. What's this? Reading this poem, it gives a pit in my stomach. Mason? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? And I'm just gonna stop that there, you know? We know what's gonna happen. Well, I know what's gonna happen, so we'll have to deal with that after we deal with Yuri's thing. So, anyways, we will have to restart the game again. So when did we start doing this? We started doing this the 8th of February. Now it is March 13th. So pretty much almost a month has passed. So hopefully we can get this done sooner or later. You know, to be honest, I really don't want to go into the second part of this. You know, the second act or whatever you call it, because I don't fucking want to deal with that, but I'll have to. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!